Hi everyone, welcome to the new episode of Peter's English Podcast. I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of Peter's English Podcast, and this episode is totally unprepared. I want to play with Microsoft Copilot, and we can start. We can say at first I want to open. I'm streaming and recording the new episode of my podcast right now. What we can play together. I'm streaming and recording the new episode of my podcast right now. What we can play together. Let's make, and this is the answer of Copilot. Let's make this episode a total blast, Peter. Since your life, we can co-create some epic content on the fly. Here are a few cool things we can play with together. No AI voice needed because I cannot add it. Just you and your legendary delivery. Copilot confetti quiz. First option. I throw you a fun English word or phrase, idiom, slang, phrasal, verbs, and you explain it to your audience, maybe with a dramatic twist. Want you? First one, throw in the towel. I don't know of these phrases. This is not for me. Second option, live story time with twists. I can feed you a mini fairy tale scene I've written just for this episode, and you read it in your best theatrical voice. Maybe even ask your viewers to vote on what happens next. Next. The third option, ChatGPT or Peter, write ChatGPT. You read a few quotes, some written by me, some by you, and let your audience guess with which ones are generated and which pure. And third option, the grammar drama. We act out a scene where a vampire corrects bad English and spooky castle. I write the dialogue, you play all the characters, bonus points for accents and sounds effects. Wait a minute, what's the best? People, what can we do? What can I show you? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Or we can do this. Let's bring some bite-sized language magic to life. I don't know. What can we do with Copilot? And you read it and you do theatrical voice. Maybe even ask your viewers to vote on what happens next. I don't know. I throw you a fun English word or phrase, idiom, slang, and you. This is not for me. Grammar drama. We act a scene where a vampire correct. You play all the characters, bonus point for accent and sound effect. Oof, I don't know if I'm so good for it, but okay. What we can do? This is totally unprepared. Yes, I'm streaming. Yeah. Yes, of course. I'm online. What confetti? Throw in the towel. I don't know these phrases. We cannot. Live story time with twists. and you read it to article void. Maybe you ask your viewers to vote on what happened next. No. This. What we can do? That's a good question. I don't know. The time goes very quickly. Live story time with this. Choose the most funniest play right now, because I don't know what to choose. Choose the most funniest play right now. Peter, let's crank the dial to maximum mischief. I choose Grandma Drama Vampire Edition. Here's the scene. You're in a haunted castle, trying to survive the night. But every time you make a grammar mistake, a vampire appears to correct you dramatically. Scene starter. Founder Gregs. A door cracks open. It's late. I should gone home. Oof. Ooh, swoosh! A velvet-clawed vampire glides into the room. Did you say should off? Oh no, my dear mortal, it should have. And now you shall suffer through a thanks explanation. Wait a minute. You play both roles, yourself and the vampire grammarian. Use creepy voices and sound effect and let your audience guess the mistake before the vampire shows up. Want the next line of dialogue, or shall I feed you full scene pack with eerie grammar traps and delightful drama? This was only this was only the scene created by Microsoft Copilot. I don't know if it is good for us. What we can do, people? I still don't know. What we can practice? Create something different. Something different for us. For me. What? Let's shake things up, Peter. How about this? English game show, mortal or magical. You're the charming host of a mysterious, slightly spooky quiz show. Why? Your audience plays along in real time. I'll give you quirky English phrases or grammar points and you'll read them out in a dramatic game show voice. Then you ask your listeners, is it a mortal mistake or a magical expression? Here's your first one. It's high time you learned English. Is that a mistake that even Dracula wouldn't bite? B. A magical idiom that means you should have done it long ago. And then you reveal the answer may be with a bellowing or spooky whisper. What if humor? I can feed you the lines and choose as your stream unfolds. You deliver them in your signature style. Or would you like to improve it? I don't know, people. I don't like it. We can... Yes, we can play... What we can play? Oof. This is totally unprepared. What we can do with Microsoft? There are a lot of options, of course. But wait a minute. You're in the... Mistaken Dracula wouldn't by logical D. Create a play. That is inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl. Absolutely, Peter. Get ready for a pint English stage play built around Vera the Vampire Girl, mysterious, mischievous, and secretly obsessed with proper English grammar. Vera's Midnight Lesson. A short dramatic play in 3 acts. Cast Vera, a 307-year-old vampire girl with a velvet voice and a love for flawless grammar. Peter, a curious podcaster who accidentally entered her haunted library. Echo, a ghostly AI who repeats phrases with unwary precision. Act 1, the Library of Shadows. Lightning flashes. Peter stumbles into an old castle filled with whispering books. Peter, hello, anyone here? Vera, from the darkness. Wrong question, try again. Is anyone here? Grammar is the gateway to survival. Peter, who said that? Vera, I am Vera, vampire, grammarian, guardian of the tenses. Act 3, the test of tenses. Vera, say it with me. If I had known, I would have brought garlic. Peter, if I would have known. Vera gasps in horror. No, that is the second conditional. Peter, one more error and you'll spend eternity conjugating irregular verbs. Echo, would have. If I had known, I would have brought garlic. Silent, then slow applause from the shadows. Act 3, escape of entanglement. Vera, you passed. You may leave unless you'd like to stay and co-host a podcast. Peter, what? Wait, what? Vera, we shall teach humans English with drama, bite, and perfect punctuation. Peter, I mean as long as there's coffee. Vera, and blood. Beat, just kidding mostly. Curtains close with Vera's sinister giggle echoing through the night. Want to perform this live with background music and creepy sound effect? I can help you build a scene by... No, it's not possible. What we can create? Create something that helps my English. Your English quiz is being prepared and will be ready shortly. Here's fun and educational quiz to help you improve your English skills. We'll see what happened now. Practice quiz. That's great. Which sentence is grammatically correct? This is something for us. Start quiz. Which sentence is grammatically correct? She don't like coffee. She doesn't like coffee. She doesn't like coffee, or she don't like coffee. This sentence is grammatically correct. She doesn't like coffee. Yeah, it was correct. What is the correct plural form of child? Children. This is easy. Which word is a synonym for happy? Joyful. Yes. Choose the correct sentence. I have seen him yesterday. I have seen him yesterday. I saw him yesterday. I seen him yesterday, of course. I was right. What is the past tense of the verb go? Went. Finish quiz. Great job, you got 80% right. 4 answers was great, 1 was bad. Review explanation. She doesn't like coffee, but was really okay. Children were okay. Joyful were okay. I seen him. I saw him. Yes, of course. Don't worry, Peter. Everything is great. Went okay. Only one bad. Now I can practice my reading skills in English. Create short story inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl. Vera the Vampire Girl. It has to be a dialogue. It has to be funny. Absolutely. At first, now I can practice my reading skills in English. Create short story inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl. It has to be a dialogue. It has to be funny. Absolutely, Peter. Here's a short, funny, dialogue-driven story inspired by Vera the Vampire Girl. Perfect for reading practice and good laugh on your podcast too. Vera the Vampire Girl interview with a snack. Scene, midnight in an untouched forest. Peter sets up his podcast mic beneath and glowing mushrooms. Suddenly Vera swaps in wearing sunglasses and sipping tomato juice. Peter, you must be Vera. Vera, the one and only. I hope I'm not late. I got lost behind a moonbeam. Peter, you got lost behind never mind. Let's get started. First question. What do vampires actually eat? Vera, everyone assumes it's blood. That's so 18th century. I'm vegan now. Beetroot smoothies and grammar mistakes delicious. Peter, wait, you eat grammar mistakes? Vera, only dangling participles. They're spicy, like running through the woods. The bats were everywhere. Who was running? Who was running, Peter? The bats? The sentence is haunted. Oh no, Peter. That's myself. I've written sentences like that. Vera, I know you have. I've been reading your scripts and snacking. Peter, okay, next question. What's your favorite English word? Vera, defenestration. It means throwing someone out a window. It just sounds elegant, doesn't it? Defenestration. That's crazy, little people, but okay. It's the created by Microsoft Copilot. Peter, right, remind me not to misplace any commas. Vera, you're safe for now, but use literally when you mean figuratively again, and I'm calling the grammar police. Peter, Copilot warned me this might happen. Want me to write the next episode where Vera and Peter try to teach a zombie how to use Phrasal? Yes, do it. It'll be fun. You got it, Peter. Let's raise the curtain for our next theatrical English tale. Zach the zombie learns phrasal verbs. A ridiculous language lesson from Vera the Vampire Girl and Peter the podcaster. Characters: Peter, brave and slightly baffled English teacher. Vera, grammar obsessed vampire with flair. Zach, a zombie with groans, gasps in grammar and dream of passing the B2 exams. Scene: the haunted classroom. Peter, alright class, today we learn some phrasal verbs. Vera, can you explain wake up? Vera, certainly. Wake up means to stop sleeping. Like, Zach, wake up. You fell asleep face down in my coffin again. Zach groans. Me, no, sleep, me, download dreams. Peter, okay, how about give up? Vera, oh, my favorite. Zach wanted to learn English, but the irregular verbs made him want to give up. Zach, no! Zach, never give up. Zach, give snacks. Peter, let's try look after. For example, Vera looks after Peter when he faints from correcting too many essays. Zach, look after brains. Vera, only if they're grammatically sound. Otherwise, she bears her fangs into the comma cauldron you go. Final quiz for your podcast listeners. Peter. Alright, listeners, what does run into mean? A. First option, joke until you're tired. B. Collide with something. C. Means someone unexpectedly. Let me know if you want a third chapter when they teach zombie how to flirt using idioms. That what does run into? I don't know, people. Let me know if you want a third character where they teach the zombie. This good, we can use it. You can do it. You can do it. Of course I can, Peter. Buckle up, here comes chapter 3 in the gloriously grammatically course tale of our undead friends. Zombie flirts with phrasal verbs, a dodgy comedy in broken English and broken hearts. Character Peter, podcast host, a reluctant love coach. Viera, grammar vampire with a black lace collar and I roll for every idiom. Zach, a zombie with a crush at an English textbook full of disaster. Scene, the cemetery cafe, Valentine's Day special. Peter, okay Zach, you like her, you want to impress her. Let's start simple. Try saying I'm into you. That's interesting phrase, people. Zach, I am in you. Drop her teacup. Vera, heavens no. No, inside darling. I'm into you means you're romantically interested. Idiomatic intimacy, not evasion. Zach. Zach into Vera. Peter, maybe let's soften it. Try, would you like to hang out sometime? Zach, would you hang upside down with Zach? I mean, I do like but later than that evening. Peter, final chance, Zach. Compliment her using a phrasal verb. Zach, Vera, you really light up this graveyard. Blushing slightly. Well, I do sparkle under moonlight and your verb choice was surprisingly correct. Peter, whispering to his mic. Ladies and gentlemen, loves, lives, and so does Zach's grammar. Want a musical number next? Because I swear Zach is one rhyme away from turning into his undead Broadway show. Yeah, people, I have an idea. Create an create a dialogue where Vera is on the airport. She wants to visit the UK. Use real English phrases that I can use for traveling. That is interesting. Create a dialogue where Vera is on the airport. She wants to visit the UK. Use real English phrases that I can use for traveling. Of course, Peter, here's a fun and practical airport dialogue starring our jet-setting vapor girl Vera, complete with useful English travel phrases for you to read and perform on your podcast. Title, Vera takes off, but not into the night this time. Scene, Bratislava Airport check-in desk. Agent, good evening, where are you flying to today? Vera, good evening, I have a flight to London Heathrow. First time visiting the UK for entirely non-suspicious reasons, of course. Agent, may I see your passport and ticket, please? Vera, here you go. Also, I'd like to request a window seat away from the sunlight if possible. I have to repeat it. Here you go. I'd like to request a window seat away from the sunlight if possible. Agent, alright, you check in. You don't need to repeat it. This sentence. Do you have any bags to check? Vera, just this elegant coffin. I mean, like suitcase. Carry only. Scene, security checkpoint. Yes, you can see people. You can use your own characters for learning real English phrases for traveling. It's very funny, and AI chatbot can Microsoft Copilot can a lot of things. Scene, security checkpoint. Security officer, please place all electronics and liquids in the tray. Vera, of course, my travel size, garlic repellent and a course mirror, nothing dangerous. Security officer, right, step through please. Senra beep, lovely, beep, beep. Vera, I swear it's just my enchanted jewelry. Scene, and the gate. Announcement, final boarding call for flight 221 to London Heathrow. Vera, excuse me, is this gate for London? Staff member, yes, this is gate B12. Boarding has just started. Have your boarding pass ready? Vera, here it is. And may I ask, are in-flight meals still served after midnight? Staff member, I believe snacks are available. No blood types. Full. That's fine. I packed a thermos. Vera, eco-friendly. Scene in the plane. Flight attendant, hello, welcome aboard. Said 13A is just down at the easel. Vera, thank you, and if possible, could I get a blanket? I get chilly when I'm not surrounded by fog. Want me to write the continuation when Vera lands at Heathrow and gets irrigated at customs for declaring bad Polish? Yes, do it. Yes, of course, do it. Absolutely, Peter. Let's descend into the chaos of international travel with Vera at customs, where bad Polish, garlic-free declaration, and undead confusion collide. Vera at the UK border control. Scene: London Heathrow Airport customs decks. Officer, passport and landing card, please. Vera, certainly. Here you are. I'm here for tourism and literature. Office purpose of visit. I plan to visit Gothic castles, haunted bookstores, and possibly scare a few English grammar mistakes in the submission. Officer, right. Do you have anything to declare? Vera, a silver teaspoon, 3 books of course poetry, and 1 vial of vintage bad Polish. Bad Polish? For shine. You never know when you'll be swooping over Big Ben. The luggage check. Officer, could you open your bag, please? Vera, of course. Careful, it's temperature sensitive. Officer unzips the case, finds a lace parasol, a fog machine remote, and a copy of English Colosseum for Vampires. Officer, are these fangs? Oh no, that's my retainer, custom fit. Final questions. Officer, how long do you intend to stay? Vera, just 1 full moon cycle, unless I fall in love with a cobblestone ally. Officer, and where will you be staying? With a friend, Peter the Postcaster. It doesn't bite. Officer, right, welcome to the UK. Try not to enchant any pigeons. Vera, I make no promise. Shall I write what happens next? Vera's first British pub experience, or her dramatic entrance into a grammar workshop where someone uses literally wrong? Yes. Write dialogue about her first British pub experience. And this is the last thing, people. Absolutely, Peter. Here's a fun conversational scene featuring Vera, the Vapor Girl, on her first ever visit to a classic British pub. It's full of real travel and dining vocabulary you can use on your podcast or when visiting the UK yourself. As you can see, people, it's really funny and entertaining experience with Microsoft Copilot. Or some of you, yes, of course, you can use Gemini or ChatGPT. But I'm using Microsoft Copilot. Vera walks into a pub. A comedy of crisps, confusion, and cultural discovery. Scene: the Black Cauldron pub somewhere in Yorkshire. Pub chatter, clinking glasses, a distant dartboard from Peter. Alright, Vera, your first authentic British pub. What do you think? Vera, it smells like history and vinegar. I love it. Bartender, evening, what can I get you? Vera, good evening. I'll have a pint of your darkest crimson elixir aged in shadow. Bartender, so that's a Guinness then? Peter whisper, just say a pint of Guinness, please. Vera, a pint of Guinness, please. And do you serve anything garlic free? Bartender, all your crisps are vampire safe now. You want salt and vinegar of prawn cocktail? Vera, salt and vinegar, they tingle like holy water. Later at the table. Vera, Peter, what does fancy a cheeky Nando's mean? I overheard someone say it. Peter, that's the ultimate British phrase. It means, do you want to spontaneously go to a chicken restaurant and make questionable life choices? Vera, intriguing, that shall be my next stop after nightfall. Someone drops a dart. Crowd gasps. Stranger, blimey, you may just blinked across the room. How'd she do that? Pilates? No, Vera, no worries. I'm just popping out for a bite. Back in 5. Lightning strikes outside. Thunder rolls. Everyone pauses. Bartender, did she just vanish into mist? Peter, first pub. She gets dramatic when she's thirsty. That's funny. Want a follow-up? Vera tries to understand British slang like gutted, knackered, and sorted. I've got enough material for a whole pint-sized series. Oh. This was... Oh no. This was it? Where... No. Where it... was I want to write where it does did no I was, you were, I was, you were, it was, it was, no, where the real English phrases for the this kind of situations. Yes, Peter, the dialogue I wrote for Vera's pub adventure was packed with real English phrases that you can absolutely use in the UK. Oh, that's great. Here are a few examples for the scene and how they're used in real life. Common pub phrases you can use. When can I get you? Standard way a bartender asks for your order. A pint of Guinness, please. A polite and typical drink order. Do you serve food? Great for checking it. The pub has meals or just drinks. Can I get a table or for two? Useful if you want to sit and eat. Cheers, used for toasting but also as a casual way to say thank you. Whose round is it? It's my round. Refers to whose turn is it to buy drinks or for the group. Snack talk. A pact of crisps, please. British version of bag of chips. What flavor would you like? Expect options like salt and vinegar, cheese and onion, already salted. Fun British slang you heard. Blimey, an expression for surprise. Fancy cheeky Nando's, a playful way to suggest going out for food. Nando's, okay. Knackered means very tired, gobsmacked, totally shocked or amazed. If you want, I can turn this intro into a print table sheet for your podcast listeners or even write a mini pub. Yes, do it. Yes, do it now. Oh, absolutely, Peter. Here's your British pub English cheat sheet. Perfect for your podcast listeners, live stream viewers, or anyone planning to survive a night out in the UK without sounding like a confused tourist. Excellent! I want to read it for you. British pub English cheat sheet. Ordering drinks. A pint of beer name, please. Standard way to order a beer. Half a lager, please, if you want a small portion. Do serve food? Ask this before you can get too hungry. Can I see the menu for food or drink options? What's on tap? Ask what beers are available or draft. Snacks at pub food. A pack of crisps, please. British for bag of chips. Do you have any pub grab? Casual way to ask about food. I'll have this fish and chips. Classic British dish. Pub talk and slang. Cheers means thank you or let's toast. Your shot. It's your turn to buy drinks. I'm knackered. I'm really tired. Fancy a pint. Want to grab a beer? I'm got it. I'm really disappointed. That's brilliant. That's amazing. Useful phrases. Can I pay by card? Most pubs accept cards now. Do you take contactless for tapping your card or phone? Can I get the bill, please? Ask when you're ready to pay. Is service included? Check if tip is already added. Want me to turn this into a printable PDF or dramatic pub roleplay script for your next episode? I can even add a bonus section, how to survive a pub quiz with only 3 phrasal verbs and a vampire. I think people, that's it. I've been streaming for 48 minutes. I know if someone was watching it, I don't care. But in the end, we were learning some useful English phrases for English pubs. It can be very useful. As you can see, you can do with Copilot everything. And thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I want to tell you bye bye.